Hi guys, Mandy Christensen here with another episode of your Local Lowdown, and I'm joined by
Morgan Holloway.
Yes, and we are so happy to have you with us today on this gorgeous day. I mean, it's hot outside.
Oh, I know, it feels great.
Yes, yeah. We're not hating the spring weather, and we're hoping it'll stay this way a little bit before it becomes sweltering hot, which a lot of times happens. We get just a teeny tiny piece of spring, and then we get summer.
Yeah.
And it can get really hot here in the summer. If this is your first summer here, welcome to White House, and you're in for a surprise.
Get ready to sweat. The
Yeah.
humidity is unreal.
It is, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, what are we talking about today?
All right, so we have a couple events coming up.
Yeah.
The first one that I want to talk about is the Heritage Elementary. They are putting on their second annual Patriot Fest.
Yes. And I know that last year it was a huge success. They have lots of games and fun activities and food trucks, and they're doing it bigger and better this year from what I understand. So that is on April 10th, right?
April 10th from 5:30 to 8.
Yes, and so go out and support our Patriots. It's just across the street. There are neighbors here. If you need to park in our parking lot and walk across, by all means do that. But let's get out and support those kids and teachers at Heritage Elementary.
Yeah, and they do have pre-sales tickets ready to sell. So I will drop that link down in the comments so
Great.
you can order up your tickets.
Yes, for sure.
All right, the next one is our big event of the year.
Yes, we are so excited about Discover White House Expo and Safety Day presented by our friends at the Farmers Bank. Morgan and I were talking about it right before we came on. It's in a new location, so it has some challenges we have to figure out because we've been having it at the park for several years, but this year it's going to be Saturday, April 18th, and it will be located at the Municipal Complex. So we're taking over the rec center, the library, the city hall, and we're even closing College Street to set up booths and food trucks and safety day activities. We'll have Touch a Truck, we'll have a blood assurance blood drive, lots and lots of activities. We'll have bounce houses, free family fun zones for kids. So make sure to make a day of it. That's Saturday, April 18th at the Municipal Complex, and it is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come out and support those local businesses and discover what's happening in White House.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking, where do I park?
Yes. So parking will be in the lower half of that complex, so where the splash pad is and behind the building. And then also we've got a great agreement with our friends at White House Church of Christ, and they're going to allow people to park there. So there'll be plenty of parking there as well.
Right, sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, on to the questions.
Yes.
This one is kind of a, touchy subject. What is the random sewage smell in White House all about?
So I think most, or whoever asked this question is probably talking about over in the Wilkinson Lane area near Walmart, maybe even Pleasant Grove Road. It's the sewer plant, and that's why it smells like sewer. So on certain days, you're going to catch a waft of sewer smell because that sewage treatment processing plant is there. We don't smell it here on this side of town. So we know that happens. And then also that same area is right near the dairy farm. So the Kelly Dairy is there. So sometimes it might be sewage or it might be cows, but it's what it is.
Yeah, you have a double whammy over there.
I don't know how to make that smell any sweeter, but that is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, really quick, I left something out.
You did.
I did.
I thought, maybe we're saving it till the end, which is fine too.
No, I left it out. Okay, the Great Egg Hunt.
Yes.
We have had so many questions.
So many questions, and this is the third or fourth year, I believe, that the City of White House Parks and Rec Department is putting on the Great Egg Hunt. So they have 10 eggs strategically hidden throughout town at Parks and Rec or City of White House facilities. And so they have some clues. I don't know that the clues have gotten to you guys that are looking. I know a lot of y'all have come into our office asking because you think we have all the answers, and we like to, but we did not have all the answers for this. But we can tell you that we're going to post the clues in the comments below so that if you are on the hunt, you can finish up your hunt. And then some of the questions that we were asked specifically were, do we go inside of buildings? And yes, several of the eggs are located inside of buildings. I'm going to go ahead and give away one of the locations, and that's the rec center. And you don't have to be a member to go in and participate in the egg hunt. So just go in and tell the guys at the front desk, hey, I'm hunting for eggs, and you can go and try to find your eggs and make sure you get all of the entries for those fantastic prizes.
Yeah, and there may be a couple at certain locations
Could be.
too.
Could
so
be.
pay attention to those clues when we drop them below,
Yes.
and just get your search on.
Yes, and the egg hunt, I believe, goes until April 5th. Is that right?
I do believe. I'll make sure. I'll double check with that.
Yes, so if you haven't started, you still have time.
Okay, back to the viewer questions.
Okay.
Is Panera still looking at building next to Walgreens?
So we think that that is still in motion. We don't have specific details to share yet, but we have not had any bad news come our way. So we are staying positive and remaining optimistic that that process is still in the works. And like we said, real estate transactions and economic development, it is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes a little bit of time. There's a lot of different departments to go through. So we are patiently waiting to be able to share more details with you guys about Panera.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've talked a lot about Shred Day. It's coming up.
Oh my gosh, you guys have a lot of paperwork you want to get rid of.
They
Yes.
do.
So
We had someone ask, how much is it to do it, and how many boxes can you bring?
So I'm pretty sure that it's one box per person, and it is not business related. It has to be personal, one box, but it's free because our friends at Mark Reed Insurance and the Credit Union of Robertson County want to make sure that you are protected and that you dispose of that paperwork that might have valuable information on it or personal information. It's disposed of in the correct way. But we will have more details on that. I think it's April 23rd.
April 23rd from 11 to 2.
So as soon as they get us that flyer, the credit union always sends a flyer to us. We will make sure we post that and share all of those details. But if I remember correctly, last year it was one box per person.
Okay. Are we ever going to get a Target in White House?
So that's kind of one of those double-edged sword questions. You know, a lot of folks are like, whoa, White House, you're growing too fast and the traffic and this and that. So Target is going to need a lot more homes here and a lot more people here before they look at White House because they need a really big demographic. So I don't see a Target coming here anytime in the near future, but that's not to say a decade from now, who knows what will be happening. But just based on the growth and what's happening right now, I don't think you're going to see a Target or hear any kind of sniffing around by Target in the near future.
Yeah. You really have to be big to get a Target.
Yes, yeah. Gallatin just got announced that they're going to get a Target, and so they're considerably larger than us. They're the county seat for Sumner County, so we're a ways away from a Target.
Yeah. Okay, to piggyback off that, somebody also asked if we're going to get a Home Depot or Lowe's anytime soon.
So I would say that is more likely to happen in the near future than a Target, but still it's a lot of factors go into it. So businesses look at the cannibalization level. And so if they have an existing business in Springfield or Franklin, Kentucky or Gallatin or Hendersonville, like Lowe's, we're surrounded by Lowe's. Yeah. And so you can get to a Lowe's pretty much from anywhere in White House in about 20 minutes. Well, Lowe's, when they're looking at expanding, is going to look at what's it going to do to those other stores and how much of their revenue is it going to cannibalize. So I think that's why we're a little slow to get a Lowe's here, is because so many communities around us got one first. But that is one of the things that we work really hard on when we go to these economic development conferences is a home improvement store, because we know we need that here in White House.
Right. We do have a little one, but a much bigger one would be nice.
Absolutely.
With more offerings.
Yes. Yeah, when you're out ready to do your yard work or your home improvements on Saturday, you don't want to have to drive 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back. We understand. We're working on it, but like I said, I think it's probably going to be a few more years before we see anything like that.
Right. Okay, last week we were talking about a project. Somebody was wondering what was going on in Cross Plains.
Yeah, at the crossroads.
Yes,
at the crossroads on Highway 76. And we were like, oh, we don't know. And then we're like, oh, wait, maybe it's the gas lines. It is the gas lines. So Piedmont is expanding. They're putting in all the gas lines. We've got the pipe yard over beside Love's where they're doing some stuff. That is also a pipe yard area out west on 76, west of the crossroads, that is gas lines. So Piedmont is expanding and bringing more resources to the community, but that's what's happening there.
All right. Do you have any other random updates for us?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I do
that's a
want to
lot.
say that Temple Baptist Church is having a sunrise service at the amphitheater, so that's a community sunrise service. I know a lot of other churches are also hosting sunrise services because it's Easter weekend, so would love to invite you guys to get out and visit a church. If you don't have a church home, there are a lot here in White House that would love to see you. And if you're going to play that Easter egg hunt that goes through April 5th, check the comments below because there's some great prizes from our Parks and Rec department.
All right. And I guess that wraps it up for
That
today.
does. So if there's anything that is just a burning question that you want answered, put it in the comments. We will work on it. Oh, and we didn't mention our new facility out here, the slide.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We didn't just get the rooftop built up.
We've got a rooftop bar here in case you guys didn't see. Of course, that's an April Fool's joke, but how cool was that? You know, we popped that into AI and out that came. So, you know, I didn't hate it.
No,
But,
a
yeah.
lot of people loved it.
I know,
mean,
I know.
I think we need to have like a GoFundMe kind of situation.
A fun new
going on
addition for
that.
a rooftop bar here
Yeah.
and a slide off the chamber. But it is April Fool's, so a lot of the Facebook posts you see throughout the day, don't let them
fall
sucker
for it.
you. Don't fall for it. But we hope that you have a great rest of the week. We hope that you have a blessed Easter weekend. And at the White House Area Chamber of Commerce, we invite you to
Discover White House.